kids? Right, you are allowed to enjoy yourself a little bit. Not too much. This is educational. Therefore, no fun at all. Right. That's right. No fun. And you parents, you're not allowed to have fun either. Kids can't have fun, you can't have fun. Now, firstly, most caves you go into, think about this, kids. If a river runs through a cave, it's going to cut it down, 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 isn't it? Yeah? Like in a gorge, right? A little bit wider, but very deep. And it winds around and you've got lots of stairs and all this sort of stuff, right? Now, this cave is different because this cave, do you all know what the water table is? No. The water table is where the water sits under the ground. You can't put things on it because it's water and they fall through, right? Different kind of table, got it? Now, it's under us, isn't it? Obviously. Imagine if it were above us. And if it were above us, the cave would be full of water. And you'd all be swimming, wouldn't you? Right. Now, if your cave is under water, it does it just a little bit quieter. Daddy can hear you, he's right there. Instead of cutting down like this because it stays full, the tunnels get bigger and bigger and bigger like this. Does that make sense? And yet we'll end up with tunnels everywhere. It's like a big ant's nest with tunnels. Now that's a maze cave. That's what you get lost in. Now as they get so big, they start joining. You've got a tunnel and a tunnel. When they join, you've now got a bigger room, but there's rock hanging between the tunnels. Yes? What's going to happen if that's very soft rock? Have a guess. It'll fall down, yes. Oh, wow. You must be almost in high school to work that out. Oh, you are in high school, there you go. Right. Now, so you end up with chambers which are kind of shaped like this. And that's what happens in caves in South Australia, right? But if it's very hard, it usually stays there. And you end up with a cave which is very carved. So if you look at the rock here, you can see that there was a tunnel curled around there and it curled down here. You got that?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And there's tunnels there, and between that tunnel and that tunnel, this rock over your head, if you're in a cave in South Australia, you'd probably wish you weren't. Because it wouldn't stay there. And I think the best thing about this cave is the way it's carved. Okay? Now, number two. Remember the mud that blocked everything up the top? The floods came into the caves, and the mud stained the walls and gave us colour. Yeah. But where does your mud end up? In the ground. You're standing on it. So these floors are totally natural. And if you found this cave first off, it was just like this. Except not so clean, right? Yep. Still had socks and undies and stuff lying around, right? From the cavemen. Now, if you were going to live in a cave, just imagine if you were cavemen. Or cave ladies. Would you rather a narrow, deep cave with lumps and holes, or would you rather have a flat floor?
Flat floor.
Exactly. You're thinking easy to vacuum? No. You're right. This is the sort of cave people lived in. See? Nice floor, but as I said, the Aboriginals never came here. No? So the reason we don't have lots of stairs is because we've got these mud floors, right? And these floors have actually moved through history, all right? And we're going to look at that a bit later. Now, number three thing, see all this stuff around the walls? When it rains, the water comes through the cracks. And what did the water do outside? Remember what it did? Yeah, and it did that because it ate the rock. Remember? So the water comes in, there's limestone in the water, it grows back in all these different shapes. And they get different names because they've grown different ways. You've had your questions twice. Oh. Just wait for a bit. So, all these are made from the pure form of limestone, which is crystal.
Crystal.
You realise that all this is crystal? No. Does it look like crystal?
No.
So what should crystal look like? Shiny. What else? Glittery, see-through. colours,
White.
maybe silver. Yeah? Right. All right, hey, come here, little people. Short people. Short people. Come, short people. That means short mothers too. Come on, kids. Close, close. Short mothers, come on. They can't get through the tall people, see? Yeah, right. Now, would you say this looks shiny? Does it look sparkly?
No.
Does it look clear? Can you see through it?
No.
What else say? Lots of colours.
No.
Yeah.
There's
Doesn't look much like crystal, right?
3 colours.
So, does it look dry?
Yes.
Does it look wrinkly? Right, now you kids know, when you get old, your skin dries, you don't get new skin. If the water doesn't run over this, you don't get new crystal, and it gradually dries. Okay? All right, look, it's like your grandmother. Would you say it looks very dry? Very wrinkly? Yeah. Now, grandmothers tend to be dry and wrinkly, right? Yes or no? Yeah. I don't know why grandmothers get upset about this. All children agree grandmothers are dry and wrinkly, and children do not like. The question is, children, is it the outside that matters?
No. Yes.
Well, it does a little bit, darling, otherwise you can end up with a really ugly bloke, you know. Right. Just come this way, little people. Stand that way a bit there. Come close, 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 close. Over here. How does the inside look?
Oh,
Does that look sparkly?
Yeah.
Would you say that's like a good grandma?
Yeah.
Good grandmas are sparkly inside even though they may be dry. Yes? May you have sparkly grandmothers, right? So everything you see that looks very dry, underneath looks like this. Okay?
oh yeah.
It's just it's very old. Yeah, now some of these are still dripping. See, above us, did you see we're under a hill? Yeah? Now when it rains on your roof, where does the water go? Runs off the roof, doesn't it?
More water coming here.
Except where it leaks.
Mm.
Well, it does in my house anyway, right? So up there, it can rain and rain and rain and rain and rain, and most of the water runs off, except where it still leaks, in a few places like this.
Mm.
Okay? You go into a river cave and it rains and rains and rains and rains, you drown. Okay? So you're not going to drown today. Now, have a look at this. Have a close look. Come here, kids. Do you see these little drops of water? They're coming through little holes. And while they hang there, the crystal grows around the drop. The water comes through the middle, grows longer and longer, thin, hollow. You can drink through it. What do you call that? What's long and thin and hollow when you drink through it?
Straw.
Straw. Isn't that easy? So you start with a straw.
Mm.
And that can keep growing. But if the water runs down the outside of the straw, the crystal grows round, it gets bigger and bigger, ends up round and pointy. Anyone know what that's called?
Stalactite.
A stalactite, yes. Technically known as a round pointy thing that hangs from the roof. Now, if it drips on the floor, anything left builds up and up and up and up, and we have a not pointy thing that sits on the floor. A stalagmite. Yes, girls learn mites go up and tights go down. Join it together. What holds up the roof in a building if you're Roman or Greek?